Can two walk together except they be agreed? Amos 3 and 3. I'm going to first start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well in sincerity and charity. Peace and salutation unto the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the one third. I'm the brother Yahweh Saparak coming through with a lesson today through the Spirit, Lord willing. I pray that it is edifying and exhorting. And, I got inspiration from the scripture in the book of Amos 3 and 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? And this is something that you realize as you grow in faith, as you grow in this truth. You realize that the same people that you once had in your life from the past, you can't take them with you. And sometimes it's a tough pill to swallow for some individuals because they might have family members, they might have friends that they were near and dear to at one point. But, part of serving the Lord is forsaking certain things because we know that we can't walk in agreement with these people, man. These people are in gross darkness, and we're trying to move towards the light. I have this precept of the book of First John 15 and 19. If ye were of the world would love his own, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Exactly. So, when you start getting excited, when you start telling your family members and friends about Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, you notice that these people don't receive it the same way you did because it's not meant for them. And they might scoff and they might mock and they might look at you in a completely different light. And at one point they might have loved you, or so you thought they did, right? And scriptures say, he that loves me. There's a precept that talks about this in the book of John 14 and 21. He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me, and he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him and will manifest myself to him. So the Lord loves us, but these other individuals, man, if they're not following the Lord and they don't care about the Lord, he's just going to forsake them because they did the same thing to him. They turned their back on him. And something that we have to realize is that we can't be around a lot of these people in the world that we were once, with. And for some brothers, that's easy to, understand and let go of certain people. For other brothers, it's a little bit more difficult, man. And part of the lesson today is because I have, um, experiences and I have seen things, and I'm sure other brothers have, where, um, being around these unequally yoked individuals can be your downfall. You could be getting yourself in a lot of trouble, and you really got to be circumspect during these times. You got to really understand like who the people who these people are. At one point they might have been your friend, they might have said a lot of things that they're gonna ride for you, whatever the case may be. Y'all were used to hanging out every single day, and then these people, if you say it bluntly, they're two-thirds and they're marked for destruction. And you might have told them the truth, you might have told them, you might have poured your heart out to them, and they still didn't receive it. And this is a scripture in Titus 3 and 10. And this is the kind of mentality we have to have with these people now in these times, because the doors are closing for mercy, and we got to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, and help the body, help those that are actually believers, man, and that want to receive this. This is Titus 3 and 10. A man that is a heretic after the first and second admonition reject. So we tell certain individuals, friends, family members around us, and they don't want to receive this truth. You got to just wipe the dust off your feet and keep it pushing, because you got work to do. And you can't expend all that energy to just sit here and talk to people that when you talk to them, it's like talking to a wall, essentially. And trust me, man, in the beginning it stings, right? But you start to realize that we're not of this world, we're just passing by for a moment. And when you kind of think about when you think about it in that moment and in that sort of way, then you know that you have a kingdom that's on the way soon, and we got to strive to get there, even if it means leaving these other people, coming out from among them. Scriptures say, "Be ye separate." Let me see if I have that precept right now. And let's see. It's the book of 2 Corinthians 6:17 through 6:18. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. So you're supposed to come out from among them. These people are in gross darkness. They're doing things that are wicked. They're committing adultery. they're drunkards, they're thieves, they're robbers. They just have um, just spirits on them that are waiting for destruction, man, for waiting for the moment to crash out. And I'm sure you've seen this before with certain people that you've been around. You go out and then they're just always getting themselves into some shit. And the last thing you want during Jacob's trouble is to be caught up in some nonsense, And the scriptures say, renew your mind. Come out from among them and renew your mind. You transform by the renewing of your mind. You want to do what's holy and acceptable unto the Lord, and He doesn't want you to be around these people anymore, man. He has a certain standard for His men and for His women as well. His few and sincere women that are following Him. He doesn't want you to just be around these idiots all the time. Because we've said what we had to say. A lot of us have warned them more than once. They don't want to receive it, and that's it. You got to really just see it for what it is. They might not, make it on this side. They might get destroyed, but they'll come back if they're Israelites. It's the book of 1 Peter 2:9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should shew forth the praises of him who hath called you out of the darkness into his marvelous light. So, we're from a chosen generation, a royal priesthood. The Israelites are the apple of the Lord's eyes, and those that are, of the elect, that have been chosen to receive the knowledge and understanding. We're special amongst the rest of these people. And that's not in a way to exalt ourselves or to act puffed up. No, this is the truth, because we're striving towards a light. The Lord's allowing us to be illuminated. He's allowing us to have wisdom and knowledge and understanding, which will be the stability of our times and the strength of our salvation, as the book of Isaiah talks about. Right? So we're trying to get out of here, man. These people still want to be a part of this world. They want to hold on to every little piece that they can in a world that's falling down, in a world that's wasting away, in a world that's bound to be destroyed. Because that's the Lord's prophecy. This place is gonna go one way or another, whether you want to believe it or not. And we don't know the day or the hour, but we can see that through the signs right now, it's getting real. It is getting real. But the Lord is gonna shield His elect. He's gonna protect them during these times. But that doesn't mean He's gonna do the same thing for these people. All right. So it's better that you just get out of them, man. Get away from them, man. Get away from them. Stop being around these people, man. They hold you back. All right. And whoever this message is for, because I know there's some individuals out here, man, that have a cousin, an uncle, whatever the case may be, somebody that's still hanging around that they know they shouldn't be around, and it is getting them distracted. And there's no point. It's pointless being around them. And be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You don't want to, burn your bridges with people and cause enemies. Agree with thy adversary. But that doesn't mean you got to be hanging out with these people 24/7, because it could be a major distraction. Let me tell you that right now. These people ask you to go out, do these things, right? They call you, they say they got all the girls, whatever it may be. And the next thing you know, you're going out with them, and then you forget about doing a lesson. Or you're not thinking in the right mindset. And you're around a bunch of people that got demons on them. Just straight demons. And a lot of these people are jealous of you, man. They just don't want to say it because they know that you have a vibration that's different from them, and they can't do the things that you would. They don't have the spirit to serve the Lord. They don't have the spirit to open up their Bible and grow and read precepts and do lessons. And people don't care about that. They just want to fill their flesh. This is the book of 2 Corinthians 6:14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship had righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion had light with darkness? Exactly. So if you're trying to be in the light, what's the point of going back and being around darkness all the time? We're supposed to tell these people to come out of the darkness, and if they don't want to do that, then that's it. And let them stay in the dark, man. Let the dead bury the dead. And that's going to be our family, possibly our family members. It could be our best friend. It could be our woman. It could be our kids. Okay? It could be people that we once thought were very special to us at one point. We had a lot of love for. But that's it, man. Is it more important to serve the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or to serve these people? And the Lord says, if you put he that loveth mother or father. I'm going to bring this precept out because this highlights this. This is Matthew 10:37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Exactly. So if you put these people first in front of the Lord, whether it be switching up your opinions for them, changing your ways, instead of you being firm on your doctrine, you're switching things around to please these people, trimming that ways to seek love. If you're just putting these people in general in front of the Lord, and if you are, if you're not, then the Lord is going to look at you like you're just forsaking him because he's a jealous power. Do you really love him if you're putting your mother first and your father first? Honestly, no, it's the Lord first. He was the one that created these people to begin with. And he's the one that can give them the spirit to receive it or not. And there's a chance that some of these same people that didn't believe at one point might come and believe at the very end. But until then, we can't just sit there and just hang around for these people, man. We got to do the work that's set before us. We got a purpose we got to do, man. We got to push out these lessons and call those that are actually willing to receive this. And then maybe, the Lord wills it, they might come along. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, this is Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So don't be surprised if your own family, man, will call the police on you during this time to turn you in. You don't think that demons can hop on them at the very end just to throw you off, man, just to get you in trouble with the law? So don't be around these people all the time like that. It's something I'm realizing myself, man. There's a lot of scoffers. This one week they're good, and the next week they're all demons, man, just ready to just, you know, so like you're ready to just get you off your track, man, to vex you. Gotta be careful, man. So it's funny because whenever you try to read, whenever you want to do a lesson, these people start spamming your phone. They start calling you. They start asking you dumbass shit, and you're saying, "Hold on, I'll call you back," and they're like still calling you. Man, these people don't care that you're serving the Lord. They don't care that you want to be a better man of the Lord. If anything, they want you to fall out, man. Some of these same people that say that they love you and they'll do anything for you are the same ones praying in a circle for you to fall out. I know that's the case with me and the brother Barack. We got a whole fucking fleet of people that are praying for us to go to the Catholic Church, man. Fuck that shit, man. And fuck them too, because if they're not with the Lord, then they're gonna get destroyed. And it was coming to the place and time that we gotta just say fuck them. And it could be the same people that raised us, y'all. The same people that put our first clothes on us, that gave us our first sip. All right, whatever the case may be, man. These people that were raising us up when we were children. Guess what? The Lord's raising us up now. The Lord is the one who's the true Father, the one that we gotta obey the very most. Not these other people, man. They're the same people that are gonna throw you to the wolves, man. If it came down to it, I'm telling you. You know. Let's see. John. Yeah. So this is John 2:15 through 17. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is the world, the lust of flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. So everything that these people do that's vain, man, that's not, according to what the Lord wants and he's pleased with, they're just doing it in vanity, man. And you see these people around you, man. They just love to just move towards the next thing and the next thing. Get more money, house, material things. When do they open up a book? When do they ever even get on their knees and pray to the true power, man? Praying all to these false deities. You're not supposed to love the world, man. The world believes that everybody is accepted, everybody can live the way that they want, and JC is gonna love them, and you gotta be respectful to everybody. That's not the case, man. These people are gonna get destroyed. They went against the Lord's gonna destroy them. All right, and this is this type of mentality you have to have, man. Fuck them. If they don't want to be a part of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, then fuck them. Plain and simple, man. And I actually want to bring out on the other side, man. A friend that would be faithful, and you'll know if somebody's true around you based off their fruits. Okay, this is the book of Proverbs 8:24. A man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. And if you think about it, man, the comparison between the people that you once called your ride or dies or your brothers in the world. All right, they're not they might hang out with you, you chop it up, whatever, but it's just carnal stuff, man. But when you're around a brother that's of the Lord, that seriously cares about your growth, he's calling you, man. He's telling you what you need to do. He's rebuking your ass. I mean, the brother Barack, man, rebuked my ass hard yesterday, man. I was talking to him about a certain situation. He just told me straight up, man. I was like, fuck, man. And, it stings in the moment, but is what you need. Is what you need. And you need people around you like that, man. They don't tell you what you want to hear. They're not yes men. They tell you what you need to hear. We're not at a time and a place to have just kiss asses around us all the time. Fucking hate a kiss ass, man. Somebody that's just always trying to just tell you everything that you want to hear, and that's it. They never want to just tell you straight. All right, we need to make it to the end, man. And if it's gonna sting on the way, then so be it. But we need people that stick closer like brothers, and he that doeth the will of the heavenly Father is a brother or a sister, as the scriptures say, who's showing up every day and praying to our blessed and mighty power Yahweh by Shemiah Shai when they wake up in the morning. Who's warring against the flesh, man? Who's fighting against these demons? Who's going to war, man? Who's putting out these sacrifices? That's who I call a brother. Somebody that's going to be with you, man, and war with you during the time of trouble, man. Not these other people when you call them that they're going to be missing, man, unknown, not answering your phone. I mean, these people can't even pick you. You're a block away and they can't even pick you up because they're over here hanging out with a woman or whatever the case may be, man. And the Lord's not dealing with that, man. He's not dealing with these cheap ass, uncharitable ass people, man. That's another thing, man. You got to be charitable. Not everybody has the finances to give, but you got to help brothers out when you see that they're in need, man. Because if we're a part of a body, you got to make sure the body is all good. If your finger was bruised and you just leave it alone and you don't take care of it, it just keeps getting bruised and bruised. Then it's gonna stop the way that the whole body functions. So we're all together, man. We got to make sure our people are taken care of. Everybody's over here. These Israelite camps, man. These other people want to help out these fucking heathens and Edomites so bad, but they can't even help out their own people, man. Bugged out, man. These fake ass Israelites, man. People out here that I see, man. But we're supposed to be there for our brothers, man. Help them when they're in need. All right. John 15:13. Greater love than no man than this, that a man that lay his life down for his friends. So who's gonna really lay their life down for you, man? It's gonna be those people that are doing the will of the Lord, because they understand the same thing that you're going through. They understand what it is, man, to go to war and they understand the spiritual fight. They see things at a completely different lens because they've been given the spirit through Yahweh by Shemiah Shai. And how can you walk together with these other people that don't have the same spirit? Even these people that are Israelites, but they're on a completely different doctrine. They're on this love, not hate anybody doctrine. The Lord hates these heathens, man. He's going to destroy them. All right? The Lord hates wicked people. The Lord hates abominable things. Okay? All these other people calling on different names and titles, and you want to walk in agreement with them? Bugged out, man. You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to be on one agreement, one occurrence, because that's how the body's not on full agreement. How is it going to function properly? This is Ecclesiasticus 6:8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. So, a lot of people in the world, they only want you around because you have something. All right, because you can offer something to them. Very rarely are you going to find somebody in the world that is going to be around you just because they genuinely like you and they want nothing from you. All right, these people, man, they just take advantage of people. They just want the next thing. They want to see what people can offer for them. And there is a friend who, being turned into enmity and strife, will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. And it's funny, man, because when I was in the world, I had a lot of friends, okay? A lot of friends. A lot of people always asking me to go out. Oh, man. Girls, everybody. Everybody. The moment that I started taking this truth seriously, in the beginning I was very zealous, and it was that zeal that I needed to control. I'm sure a lot of brothers go through the same thing. I would post about it. I was very happy. I was finding out that I was an Israelite. I was like ecstatic. I'm an Israelite? I never knew I was an Israelite. And I'm sharing this thinking that people are going to comment and swipe and content do the same thing. And it was the complete opposite. And these same people that were sitting at the table with me, they're always going and hanging out with me, going on yachts or whatever the case may be, man, having a fun time, in world standards, right? I mean, none of these people came around, man. They all just left. And I'm thinking about it like, oh shit, man, these same people, they're gone. They're gone. They don't give a fuck. You call them, you need something, they don't give a fuck. They won't even answer you for a couple of days. But a brother, man, you call a brother, and they're there right away for you, man. It'll be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They'll get on the phone for you and talk. They know you're going through something, exhort you, all right, or they pick you up if they know you got something going on that's bad. You need some help, or they give you some finances, whatever the case may be, man. Not these other people that they want to be around you when you're eating steak, when you're eating good food, and then they're gone, man. When you got nothing. But in thy prosperity will be as thyself, and will be bold over thy servants. But if thou be brought low, he will be against thee, and he will hide himself from thy face. Exactly, so they're gone. They're nowhere to be seen. They went ghost. A lot of these people, man, they have no backbone, and they're just here for a moment, man. These temporary ass people, and this is why you can't be around them. You can't put so much energy in them, man. I can't stress this enough. Because listen, most of the brothers watching this lesson, I'm sure, understand this, but there are still some individuals out there that are hanging around these wicked ass niggas, man. I'm just gonna say it how it is, man. Wicked ass niggas, man. These people that are just waiting to get destroyed. You could just see it, man. They just don't care. They're just spirits that are just gone, lost. And listen, there might be a chance for them, but if they don't receive it like that, just focus on yourself, man. Focus on your own walk in the body that actually cares. That's the most important thing. And it says, separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. Exactly. So separate yourself. Start moving away from these people. This is the part that I wanted to get to. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that found such and one hath found a treasure. So man, how many people can you really, look back and say that's a true friend, that's a brother, that guy has my back? People are so fucking fake, man. Fake. And a lot of us have been burnt. But you know what? It gets us to be stronger, and we're thankful for that. But I can't tell you how many times people have burnt me. Put clothes on their back, man. You feed them. You take care of them, man. Even give them a place to stay. And they can't even do a fucking thing for you, man. Can't even move an inch. Bum ass people, man. I fucking hate them. Seriously, I hate them because you're over here helping these people out. And boom, man, they just turn their back on you just like that. But a faithful friend is like a strong defense. And he that has found one finds a treasure. A treasure isn't something where you're going to walk on the street and you pick up a bar of gold. Or you pick up a ruby off the floor like that, just off the blue. No, man, it's rare. It's a treasure. It's something that's special, man. Peculiar. That's a faithful friend. Somebody that's with you when you're down and when you're up. They want to see you get better. They want to see you grow. They want to see you prosper. They want to see you make it to the end and get that crown. Right? That's selfless right there. Nothing doth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. Invaluable. Okay, there's no value to it. It's priceless to have a friend that's really sticking by your side, man. And that's only through the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. He's the one that gives you that individual in your life. And trust me, man, the brothers around me, and you know who you are, man. Shalom to you, brothers. That was only to Lord, man, that he brought these individuals around me. Especially the brother Selah, who taught me and the brother Barak this truth, or told us about it, and then we ended up receiving it and learning. He was the one that just came out of nowhere, started speaking the name Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, and the moment that I heard that name, it hit my spirit a certain way. I received it. I wanted to know more about this name. I really, really did. It was magnificent, and he was the one that told me about it, and that's a faithful friend right there, man. So shalom to you, brother. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. May the Lord bless you always. And those that fear the Lord shall find him. So if you fear the Lord sincerely, you pray to the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, take out these people that are unequally yoked for me, and bring me people that are going to help me prosper. They might not tell you exactly what you want to hear, and it might hurt sometimes, but these brothers are going to be there for you, man. These are real people, okay? And that's what you want right now, man. We're at the end. You need to have these people around you that are going to bring you with you to the end. They're gonna help push you, man. When you're knocked down a little bit, they're gonna help lift you back up. Okay, like a boxer. A boxer gets knocked down, he goes back to his corner. He got his corner men giving him the water, rubbing his face, putting the Vaseline on his face, making sure he's ready for battle. That's a faithful friend right there, man. They're making sure you're ready for battle. They're sending you videos, man, that are gonna exhort your spirit. They're feeding the flock. They're pushing out lessons that you watch that uplift your spirit during a hard time. They're praying for you. They're making sure that you got you got what you need. That's a true friend right there. And you got to start seeing that, man. You gotta have wisdom and discernment to see who's around you and who's not. You got to make adjustments. You got to make adjustments and prove, whether these people are sincere or not. And now is a time where you got to start cutting these people off. Telling you, you got to cut them off. They're not going to help you with your growth. They're not going to help you further your growth in this ministry. You got to cut them off. Okay? Whosoever feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. So, that's the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is what's going to allow that friendship to grow and prosper. It's through him that, brotherhood is made and you really find faithful people, man. It's through the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai and Tawada Yahweh Shemel Shai that he's allowed us to find these real people. It's funny, man, because you have people right down the street that act like they care about you, but they couldn't give a shit if you were dead. And then you got brothers around the world that you've never met, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you're closer to them than you are with these people in your real life. And that's just how the Lord works, man. The Lord is bringing the brothers together during this time. Those that are sincere and following true doctrine. Let me make that clear. True doctrine, because, you can't be around these people that are calling on other names. Okay, that's not going to work. That's not going to happen. All these, double-minded individuals, man, mixing doctrines, mixing names, and thinking they're going to walk together in one. It's not going to work like that, man. True doctrine. All right, so pray to the Lord if you don't have that he brings that in front of you, man. And he will in due time. Ask and you shall receive. So this is just a quick message to the Spirit. I know I ranted a little bit, but, Lord willing, it was edifying and exhorting. And with that being said, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and salutation unto the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. Once again, I'm the Willie Yahweh Sabarak, and until next time, Shalom.